Okay, so I have the studio completely converted over here to get ready to paint, and I'm about to get started painting all my different factions here that I have. I got my fresh water, I got my brushes, and miscellaneous. I got my little pad here, and this, and a piece of cardboard, some extra napkins, and a palette. I want to get one of those little pop-it palettes, but I just haven't found one yet. I mean, I know they're everywhere, but not when you're looking for them. So I went to the gaming store, and I'm like, well, let me look at these speed paints, because I already slap shop base coated all these guys. So, well, and I was like, I can make my own. You know, you can use a rinse aid like Finish or Vanish or whatever for dishwasher and water and your paint. You can make your own inks. But then I looked at them and like, oh my gosh, it's kind of pricey. And then the guy at the store's like, oh, these speed paints are so amazing. Oh, your miniatures are gonna look so incredible. And it only takes like 3 minutes per miniature. So blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, I'm sold. Okay, so I went and got the Army Painter speed paint set, the starter set, and which is cool. And it comes with all these speed paints. And you guys have probably seen these, but I haven't. I haven't. This is the first time I've bought new paint since 2009. Maybe 2012. Like, all my paints are like ancient. And while I do have Games Workshop stuff, you guys know that I usually use the old Apple Barrel Folk Art stuff for generic, and then I go in with the fine touches with the expensive stuff. But I went ahead and got this, and then I went to Barnes and Noble because I wanted to look, because that's the good place to go to get the BattleTech stuff. And then Barnes and Noble had this, the actual legit official set. And now this is made by the same company. This is still made. These are both made by Army Painter. But I was like, well, and for a penny and for a pound, I have to get this because now I'll have all the official colors. So I'm gonna open this up and show you what you get. Like, I'm glad I got both sets because this set does have a lot of different. It has about four extra colors that this set doesn't have, and this set has an extra green that this set doesn't have, and this set has some other goodies in it as well. So in this set, it gives you a brush, which I don't really need, but hey, I'll take an extra brush, especially a good one. You got basic. Let me go through some of these. So this is Stenier Blue, Carita Red, and then you got your Lao Green, Davian Green, Merrick Purple. And they have a base coater right here, which I'm not going to use because I already got my stuff base coated. Now this yellow is just their basic yellow, and that is headlight yellow is what I'm going to call it. And then you have cockpit blue to paint all your cockpits and maybe the end of some of your guns or whatever. And then you have gun silver and your hex base brown. So, I mean, with this set, you're 90% there with all your stuff. And then they got this painting guide here, which is very, very basic. It's just like, here is how to paint your miniature. And if you're just starting out, this is great. I'm probably going to follow along with this as a basic guide, but I mean, that's not terrible. I mean, you know. And then they have this guide, which is in both sets, which is a every cheat code imaginable to make yourself the most mediocre paint jobs that you need. You know, this will get you on the board. You ain't winning no awards with this stuff, but I mean, I've been painting for a pretty good long time. I mean, well, technically, I've been painting for 40 years, but I mean, to be really miniature painting, let's say about 15 years. But I mean, as all the basics are in here, you know, there's a couple extra tricks that you use specifically with these speed paints and everything. And you know, they got these cheater grasses, and they got, you know, cheater substrates, and this is basically how to cheat in painting. You know, it's not, but if it looks good, it looks good. You know, they got a lot of cool products. I had to pay for this out of my own money. I'm not shilling this stuff. But and also, if any of your stuff was messed up, you can call them. They'll send you a replacement. And that's it for right now. I'm gonna go ahead and get this stuff started up. Now, on top of that, I got my good old glasses here, so I can see what the hell I'm doing. And this paintbrush is very fat, you know, so that I can, these are basically going to be a wash. And what is this? This is a number 2. And these paintbrushes I've had for the same amount of time as my paints, you know, 10, 12, 14 years. You just make sure you rinse them real good. Look at that. Ooh, it's so soft. Even after using it for as long as I have. You know, you take care of them. You don't get paint into the ferrule. You rinse them out real good in fresh water. And these paintbrushes will last forever, you know? I mean, and this is a cheap Hobby Lobby brush. This isn't even anything special. I think it is Sable, though. You know, it's not, it's not anything. This is 2021, so this is a fresher paintbrush, but I mean, let me look through some of these and see if I don't see an older date. I'm surprised that one has a date because most of them don't. Either way, and the rattiest, this is like, I know this is one of my very first ones, and it's pretty ratty, and I just use it to kind of just do basic wash. And this is a Armory 4.0, and don't have, but I can still use this after however many years. I know this is one of the very first brushes I ever got. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and bust some models out, and we're gonna start faction by faction and see where we go. So I'm just gonna do a base coat with these guys, and then later, after I get all the armies painted with the basics, I'll go in, I'll get the nice little details, all the little bits and bobs. And that's where the Army Painter cheat code thing lacks a little bit, is your little bits and bobs. Now, I'm not going to paint eyeballs and pupils and stuff, but, you know, you do want to you pick out your little details. So I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.